Yo, what up, what up, what up? What's happening, what's happening? Once again, it's your friend, your twin, your man with the plan and 100 grand, your mama's favorite side piece, and your sister's boyfriend. It's your man, Doc G. It's another day on the grind, some shit on my mind. You know, about to go out here and run 10 miles and lift about an hour trying to keep my shit right. Reminder to y'all fellas to do the same. But anyway, um, I just started thinking about a couple things, man. I'm a middle-aged man, as you guys can see, and once you get to a certain age and a certain part of life, you really don't feel like chasing women. Cause what's the point? I mean, when I was younger, I used to chase chicks because I just didn't know no better. I would chase chicks and I'd be out trying to impress chicks out here peacocking and all that fucking shit, man. I used to do that shit just like a lot of other younger guys, man. But at this part of my life, man, I'm like, I really don't see the goddamn upside, man. What's the upside? I get some ass. How many times in my lifetime have I gotten ass from a chick, man? Like, that really doesn't mean anything to me. And I really mean that. I'm not fronting when I tell you that don't mean shit to me no more. Of course I like sex and shit just like the next man, but like when I see a chick that's just physically fine, she's leading with her looks and all of that shit, it's and she doesn't have anything to her other than her looks. Basically, she's a bird brain with a beautiful body. I already know how that story is going to play out. Hypothetically speaking, I see her, and this is how it usually go. I go up, I try to talk to her, try to impress her, try to do whatever, try to goddamn get her attention, motherfucking, and say I do get her number. All right, we together for a minute. I'm investing all this money into all these dates. She really doesn't have much to offer except some vagina, and say I finally hit that shit. I finally get it, and yeah, it may be good. It may feel good for the time being, but for the long term, she has nothing to offer. So, thus being said, man, I just be like, okay, so I just went and chased after this woman and impressed her and did all of this only so I can have some sex for X amount of time, so I can waste X amount of time in my life. I look at it as a waste of time. I absolutely look at it as a waste of time. I'm not saying don't pursue women, but if you're gonna pursue a woman, pursue her outside of something other than her looks. Like, for me to even think about pursuing a woman now, she has to carry herself a certain way. And usually that certain way of carrying oneself is rare to find here in America. And I know I've said that a couple of times, but it's the truth. The way a lot of women here in America carry themselves just isn't my cup of tea. I'm not going to shit on them. Y'all already know what it is. But the way a lot of modern day women carry themselves just isn't my cup of tea. For me to pursue you at this point in life, like, you have to have a certain type of demeanor where I'm like, man, I can see myself being around this chick and not being embarrassed. I can see myself bringing her around my family, or bringing her around friends. Like, if I can't see those type of personality traits in you before I step to you, like, I can't even fuck with you like that. Like, real talk. Like, you have to speak in a certain type of tone and cadence for me to even fuck with you, man. Like, you know, I ain't, look, I'll be the first to tell you I ain't all that, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm not gonna spend time with a hood rat or a trailer park trash chick or any of that shit, or one of these so-called boss bitches or whatever that gets off on emasculating men. Usually you could tell these type of women by the way they carry themselves, by the way that they speak, and by the way that they act. That, you know, hell, some of them by the way that they dress. I mean, you could tell these damn things. And my thing is, at this point, I'm not trying to waste my time, because I have a certain level of peace in my life right now. I don't have kids. I'm by myself, basically. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, and I'm not gloating on that or nothing. It's just the truth. I have a certain level of peace in my life. And if you can't add to that peace, if I can't see myself adding you into my life and being like, all right, this woman would add to my peace, then I can't fuck with you. I don't care how big of an ass you got. I don't care how fine you are. Like, real talk. You know, all that chasing and pursuing shit, man. Like, a lot of, I hate to say this, but a lot of girls out here now aren't worth chasing and pursuing. As a matter of fact, a lot of women now get off on rejecting men. They get off on talking down about men and shitting on them and seeing them disenfranchised from being rejected. And like I said, I'm at the age and stage of my life where I fucking feel like respect is mandatory. Mandatory. And I'm not gonna have any woman disrespecting me or any of that shit. So, I mean, I will pursue a certain type of woman, and that certain type of woman is rare. I will pursue a woman worth pursuing, basically. Like, if say if we have certain things in common, like, for example, I like to go running. Like, I like to run 5Ks, 10Ks, marathons, etc. And needless to say, there are very few women, especially black women, who are into that type of shit. Now, if I see a sister that's into that type of shit like I am, like, and she keeps herself in shape and she looks like she's, you know, put together and classy and all of that, and we have that in common, or anything else in common for that matter, then you know, if that's the case, then I will go talk to her. I'll be like, hey, I see you like to go running. You know, it's you know, me too. I mean, maybe we can go running together sometime. That would be awesome. And or I'd say something, but I wouldn't just go up to a chick just because she got a fat ass and she's walking around and she looks halfway decent to, you know, not in a classical way. She looks good in the eyes of most people because, oh man, she got a big booty. Oh, she look at this. She look like this and she look like that. Nah. I don't care about that. I smashed chicks with big booties before. I smashed chicks like that in the past, and it ain't nothing but like a rerun of an episode to me. That's what it feels like. You know, so real talk, man. Just don't go out here pursuing women just because, you know, oh man, she got big booty, she look fine and da. Don't do that. Cause if you do, you know, like, Just know where that's gonna lead. And she knows what she looks like. And usually chicks like that have certain types of entitlement attitudes. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna deal with none of that shit. Not one bit. So yeah, don't let your dick do the decision making. Is all I'm saying. And if you're gonna pursue a woman besides something other than her looks. Make sure that she's worth pursuing. Because once upon a time, a lot of women used to be worth pursuing like that, man. They used to be worth pursuing like that. Because they weren't out there like they are now. Like now, a lot of them are borderline prostitutes, man. A lot of them got kids by a lot of motherfuckers, and they carry themselves in a fucked up state of, in a fucked up way, and you can't even think about building a future with any of them, or just bringing them around loved ones or any of that, the way that a lot of them are now. They used to actually believe in respect and not trying to fight the notion of a man being like a true leader. Because a lot of women, they say they want a man to lead, but they don't really give that man proper space to lead. A prime example of this is like how Michelle Obama is shitting on Barack Obama right now, a decent man who's been a leader and shit. And even still, she won't let him lead completely because she's out here in the media talking mad shit about her husband. Get you a woman that's gonna basically fit like a puzzle piece and not trying to basically fight you the whole time along the way. That's all I'm saying. And man, when it comes to these big booty chicks and these chicks that look a certain way, the way I do it, I don't even, like, I might glance for a second and I just keep it moving because I know that's as good as it's gonna get. Them in that moment with their body and all that shit, the way that they look, that moment is as good as it's gonna get, because from there it's all downhill. You already know that's gonna be problems. You already know 9 times out of 10 she's gonna cheat on you. You already know 9 times out of 10 she's high maintenance. So yeah, I'm not pursuing that, and I damn sure ain't into jumping through hoops and trying to impress chicks like that specifically, because I'm already sure they got a long list of motherfuckers doing that already. Anyway, let's have the talk on that, man. Once again, it's your boy Doc G signing out. Peace.